probably tell, for hours, um, enjoying the beauty of the landscape. And I'll show you where I am now. This is the tour, as you're probably all aware. And people are up there now to wait for the sunrise. Now, down here, we've already had our sunrise. The sun was very present just now. It's gone a bit dull, but you can see the back there, the red streaks. So they're still waiting for the official sunrise at 4:55. And there's a lot of people up there right now. Can you hear the birds singing? The birds are welcoming the sun as well. And I don't think I can make this a little bit closer for you. Oh yes, I can. Look at that. Now you can see how many people are up there waiting for the sunrise, whilst I'm down here a little bit sensible, because it can be very busy. People are still walking up, hoping to catch up with the official sunrise. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. The birds are going mental for the sunrise. Happy summer solstice. The light half of the year is gone. We're now waiting for the dark half again. So it's really important that you make the most of what's happening, make the most of the days and the next few weeks, because we've had an awfully long winter here in Glastonbury, in the world, in England. Sorry, I wish I could hold my hands quite steady, but I'm sort of standing on something and it's not so easy. But yeah, so we've had an awfully long winter, and until 2 days ago I still had my winter duvet on my bed. And look at the birds, the crows of Avalon, bomb diving us. The crows are very important here in this land. They are supposedly the messengers from the dead. And this was the island of the West, the Summerlands. Somerset is called Somerset for the Summerlands. And when you see the levels on the tour, it is thought that they used to use them for the sky burials. Hi everybody. And yeah, they used to bury people, or what they used to do is put people on the levels on up there on the labyrinth, and they would allow the birds to eat the carrion, and then they would take the bones apart and hide them or dig them into this tour. So this is the Glastonbury tour. We are waiting for sunrise, and the birds are singing, waiting for the sun as well. And if you can see, the land is really green, really beautiful right now. We've had a lot of rain, and despite the fact that it doesn't suit us, it certainly suits the nature, because listen to those birds. Because of course everything is green, everything is beautiful. And we are looking at it is morning. Thank you. And we don't really care that you're not gay. You just need to appreciate the beauty of the world. As long as you have eyes for this beautiful land and you understand how sacred it is, every land is sacred. but people come from miles from every country in the world to be here in Avalon. And I have the great privilege of actually living here. So that's why I can pop out of my bed and come to this beautiful space. And for those of you who are wondering why I'm not up there, as you can see, there's not a lot of room at the inn. It gets a little bit leery up there. I'm really happy that people at 4:45 in the morning have to write daft messages on my video. It is a lot of people. And if you were in town here in Glastonbury, you'd know that we barely have space left. We have thousands of people come here every year, but the solstices are usually quite quiet. Usually it's Beltane and Samhain when it gets really busy. But today, Lisa, we have a lot of people. And I wish you a marvelous solstice. I hope that you enjoy the summer. I hear from people all over the world that, okay, I've got the police coming. Morning, boys, morning. The police has come to make sure that nobody's blocking the path. So I'll probably get in trouble in a minute because my car is parked in the way. Don't worry about it. I've got the keys in my pocket. I can be gone in a minute. But for me, it's really beautiful to see this. And I'm waiting for the big cheer. Usually there's a big cheer when the sun comes up. Coppers are turning around. I'm just making sure that there's no trouble here. We do sometimes have people that are very drunk and very disorderly. It is a famous tower. It is called the Glastonbury Tor. There is depictions of this everywhere. It's called St. Michael's Tower. And people come and visit it every day, every year. And they walk up there. And it doesn't look very steep, but it is actually incredibly steep. And it is the highest point here in the landscape. The levels are very, very flat. And we believe that the Celtic people built this, including Stonehenge, Avebury, etc. And we believe that they used it to light beacons to communicate if there was trouble, if there were issues, if there was an enemy coming. And yes, the people are going to look for the sunrise. So sunrise officially is in about 7 minutes. I already saw the sun. It's coming up. And it's, you know, when the sun rises, they sing, they drum, they perform ritual. They have several druids up there. So we're a druid country. We also have priestesses and priests up there. And they do this amazing ceremony to welcome the sun back, because that was one of the things that we know Stonehenge was built for, to tell us when it was half year. So at the winter solstice and at the summer solstice, the sun has a specific purpose of lighting this tower and lighting Stonehenge. Like Lord of the Rings. Indeed, it is a little bit like Lord of the Rings. I like that. Thank you. Definitely. So, yeah. And it is sort of a little bit outside of the town. And at the bottom of the Tor, or at so the hill is called the Tor, and the tower is called St. Michael's Tower. And at the bottom of the Tor, there are two springs, one white spring, it has white water, and one red spring, which has red water. And it's meant to be, the red spring is for the women, the flow of the women, and the white spring is for the flow of the men. And we actually have a Glastonbury Festival in a few weeks' time. Well, in a week's time. Don't know if you're familiar with Glastonbury Festival. And you can see people coming with helicopters, arriving with helicopters. I don't know if you can see the helicopter. Some people put drones over the tower, but us normal folk, we walk. We walk up there and we celebrate the solstice. And if you look at these clouds, they are incredible. So in a minute, I'm going to finish this video. It's really lovely to see you all, and I hope that you have a blessed solstice. Blessed be from the Glastonbury Tour.